With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Walker to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Running right, here's Walker. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers now on first down. Complete. It's Henry. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Down inside the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Back to throw now on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. straight ahead. It's Stevenson.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Seahawks at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Penny, a 1st down carry, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leave.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored him, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton. 75 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And Walker once more. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 190 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack.
And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 36 yards on the play. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Stevenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Again, Stevenson.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play. 50 seconds. Just like that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. With 207 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Walker with another carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On third down, here's Walker. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a solid run down inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Up the middle, here's Walker. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14. And it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New England, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles...